What's up, everybody? This is called the Forrest Country Club. It's kind of between Estero and Fort Myers. Let's take a little drive around here. Now I'm in here to do a trash out. I have a junk removal service. So if anybody needs to haul away anything, you can hit me up. And I can do that for you in Lee County, Fort Myers area. Maybe Naples. I'm kind of debating whether I want to go back to work in Naples. I hate that driving in Naples, especially in the season time. But if you need a trash out, let me know. You can find my email address. You go to the About section on this YouTube channel. Go to the About section. When you go to the About section, there's a category right there. So you go back to if you're looking on a computer, you go back to my channel page. And you'll go to the About section. There's an email address in the About section. There's a description, and there's an email address. You can email me there. Send me your phone number, and I'll text you back. I would love to say my phone number, but the problem with saying my phone number on the internet is that they have these robots that read. They read the internet basically, and what they do is once those robots read your phone number, if you were to say it verbally, it reads it, and then once you're on the robot's radar, you're on the robot's radar. The robots will continue to just have people call you. I don't know if I should pass this guy or not. He's moving pretty slow. Not sure what the crap that is. I've never seen that thing. It's like a lawnmower. Oh, it's like a ditch lawnmower. But it's a big community, big houses. It's not a bad general area. I guess the general area is not bad because you're between Naples and Fort Myers, right in the middle. The south side of Fort Myers is a good side, so it's not a bad general location. It's got golf courses, people out in the golf courses right now playing golf. Big houses. I like Fort Myers area. South Fort Myers is nice too. The southern region of Fort Myers is very nice. It's not a bad area to be in. I've never been in this community before, which is an oddity for me. I've been inside most of these communities. Problem being that this community in particular is in Fort Myers, and I used to work mostly in Naples, so I didn't really end up in a lot of gated communities in Fort Myers because it's outside of my service area when I lived in Naples. But now that I'm up here, I'll get to learn a few more gated communities. I've already been inside just about every one in Naples. Some in Lee County and Corkscrew area, but Fox 10. I think I gotta go on this one. It's a low outlet, can't do that one. Got a car behind me. I'm sure he's not happy with my erratic driving. It's pretty big. It's got a golf course. It's got Florida Gators. I can't believe the HOA let them have a flag. These HOAs are no joke, man. They got restrictions, man. Say, hey, you can't have that flag, you know, or you can't have this, you can't have that. They have tennis and they have golf. I'll park these this way. So I can get the crap up out of here. I'm the #1 stunner. The what? I'm sorry. But no, it's a nice community. I like that the houses are all different. I don't like that they're kind of outdated. There's a lot of work that's going on in these communities. They're older houses. They're going to need a lot eventually. Old houses always need something else, man. It's an older community. It kind of reminds me of Imperial Golf Course in Naples. Now, you have, I think it's called Henry Creek in the back of this community, and that creek floods really bad during the storm. So if you're buying in here, I would make sure you understand what happened during Hurricane Irma in this community to understand how the floods were. And a little bit of flooding is not bad, but if it goes inside garages and stuff, then you definitely got a problem. Kind of outdated. The houses are kind of old. Whoever's doing the lawn doesn't know how to balance out their blades, so they cut too low and they cut the grass pretty much too low, basically. Feel bad for the person behind me because I'm hauling the trailer. There he goes. He finally got away from me. So I guess just the only thing I don't like about this community is that the houses are a little bit older, so they're not like brand new houses. So kind of looks a little outdated to me, for the most part. This is Spotted Farm, Timber Lakes Drive. And now we're completely lost in here. Now I don't even know where the crap we are. It's a big loop, but it's kind of confusing. Reminds me a lot of Imperial Golf Course in Naples. The houses are here, just they're not modern, they're kind of outdated. And that's not a problem. I mean, all they need is a little bit of paint, a new roof color. You know, you can update houses. But even some of these houses are made out of brick. Like, you don't even see that on the floor. Like, that one right there on the right's got bricks on it. You don't even see that on the floor. But the community's got a great general. I wonder if there's a word in español es ubicación. I wonder if that word exists in English. I have to look it up. Is there a word for? I mean, it's in English. Location. A site would be the right word in English. It's got a good site. You know, it's located in a good general vicinity. I mean, I'm surprised they let people put up flags for their sports teams. Minnesota Vikings. All right, that's pretty cool. Midwest people are pretty cool. They're likable and they are easy to get along with. Midwest people. So I can swing around and give you guys a side view of some of these houses. See what I'm saying? They're kind of like outdated, like browns and yellows. Those colors are from like the 80s and 90s. You know what I mean? I wonder if there's a way I can figure out how to get out of this community. I'm on Timber Lakes. It's big. It's a massive community. And what I'm surprised by is that they actually let people have their sports team flags up front. Because most of these HOAs, they're a nightmare. And because each house is individually unique, they're not all the same. I guess it allows a little bit of flexibility with what you can do with your garden, planting trees and stuff. Because some of these communities, you're not even allowed, you know, to plant a tree the way you want, you know. Being inside a gated community, you don't have to worry too much about safety. For the most part, once you're inside of a gated community, if you don't live in the gated community, you can't get in unless you're coming into work like I am today. And that's always a good thing for your safety. I love, see, these bigger houses are awesome right here. So it just adds an extra layer of protection, safety if you need it. Especially if you're a snowbird, you're gone half the year. You know, if you live in the regular neighborhood, you have to deal with a little bit more crap than if you're in one of these communities. If you're in one of these gated communities, you really don't have to worry about your neighbors. You have an HOA that takes care of everything. If somebody's out of hand, they'll take care of it. You know. So these HOAs aren't bad. I mean, if you really like, if you're a snowbird and you're able to afford the fees and all that, I'd say this looks pretty good. There's people fixing houses. That's like a normal thing, in and out traffic. Construction equipment like me. I'm in here today, and you're going to get a lot of construction equipment in here. I'm really proud of my new truck, man. I got a 2012 2500. It's immaculate, 50,000 miles. And behind it, I got a brand new closed trailer for my junk removal business. I couldn't be happier to have equipment that's presentable and decent, bro. Like, you get so much dignity from that. Like, when you show up in an old beat up truck, you just feel your garbage. It shouldn't matter, but it feels more presentable. You know, you get a little bit more respect from your customer. It feels, I don't know how to explain it. So hidden entrance. So I gotta figure out how to get out of here, guys. We'll figure it out. I think I'm driving around the whole community now. Let's see if there's a gate right here that I can get out to US 41. Beautiful lake right here. This community doesn't seem to have too many lakes. It does. There we go. So here's the exit. This guy right here, he's got an enclosed trailer, but it's like an older beat up one. He's got a truck. I think his truck is identical to mine. He's got the same truck I do. Oh, he's got the same exact truck I do. Alright, cool. He's got the camper doesn't match it, and the trailer's ugly. You know, those two little details make all the difference. So we're on US 41 now. I'll show you guys what this community comes out to. It's called the Forrest. I'm on to US 41. Not a bad spot to come out to. Come on, bro, hurry up. This guy in a Lincoln is going like 20, I'm not even kidding, he's going like 20 miles an hour on US 41. And there's like no entrances here. Probably like some really elderly person. That's okay. Elderly people have to struggle a little bit more to drive. We're gonna be understanding. Quítate de medio, hacer it! I'm just playing. I would never do that to an elderly person. It's a little aggravating, but nice Lincoln though, man. That thing's gotta be mint. So you come out to US 41, you got gas stations, businesses. Yeah, it's not an old person, by the way. Island Park Road. Now this area here floods really bad because there's a little creek here. I want to show you guys before I end the video. There's a little creek here. I think it's called Henry Creek. And this creek actually floods. So it's actually something to look out for here. So this right here floods. I remember after Hurricane Irma, it took like 3 weeks for the flood water to come down. I stayed in Fort Myers during Irma. But these mobile homes here, the water was like to the windows, literally like 4 foot high. All of that was a river. So that community back there, if you're looking to move in that community, I would make sure that the particular area you're in doesn't flood. But then you come out to Alico Road, and Alico Road takes you to 75 and Southwest Florida Airport. So it does have a very convenient location, I would say. The reason I have an enclosed trailer instead of a dump trailer, a few people ask me why for a junk removal you would go for an enclosed trailer versus a dump trailer. Right now I'm about to get on the interstate. I got to go to landfill in Buckingham, which is where the landfill is. There's the Southwest Florida landfill is in Buckingham. There's also one in Naples, way by the Everglades. But that one's too far. Even when I lived in Naples, I wouldn't even go to the Naples landfill. I would come to the Buckingham landfill, which was about a 37 to 45 mile ride each way. So almost a 100-mile round trip between your customer's house. Yeah, and then people don't want to pay you. What the crap is that? Man, that's ugly. That thing looked like a dang Magnum. Look like a dang cigarette box, right? That thing looked like one of them brand new. That thing looked like a washing machine right there, man. Anyways, the reason I have an enclosed trailer is I'm about to get on the interstate right now, and if I want to go 70 miles an hour, I can, and I don't have to worry about stuff flying off on the highway, which in an enclosed trailer, you don't have to worry about that, but in a dump trailer, you do. It's just the safety of it, to me, it surpasses. And I don't do big jobs. I do small to medium jobs. If a job takes more than an hour to load, I don't want to touch it. I'll do like an hour 10 at most to load. Like this job took maybe 20 minutes to load at most. Yeah, 20 minutes to load, not even. So that's, if it takes more than an hour to load, I'm very much not interested in the job. So if I get a dump trailer, what happens is, then you got all these contractors and they want to use your dump trailer and you start doing heavy duty jobs. It's not what I go for. The profit margin is smaller, the weight is heavier, you pay by tonnage. So when I stick to furniture and small residential, my profit margin is bigger because it's not as heavy. But I don't want to tell you guys too much about my business, since everybody that moves to South Florida is looking for a startup business. Let me tell you, junk removal is not the one you want to start. I do it because I've already been doing it and I know how to do it. It's a horrible startup business. The customers are always shopping around. The companies don't want to. They're willing to. You guys see that scrapper going up there? That's horrible. You know what I mean? That's horrible. I mean, that guy's not going to get $40 for that stuff. You know what I mean? And he can drop that water heater on the road and cause an accident, a serious accident like that. So yeah, junk removal is just one of those things where like I do it because it's what I've been doing, but it's not a good startup business down here. There's just too much competition, and there's too many people willing to drop their prices, because they know the customers shop around. Which to me, I don't care if you want to shop around, shop around. I'm not working for less. This work is hard enough as is, Anyways, I'm on Alico Road, and this will take me to the airport. I'll take me to Interstate 75. So that just gives you a general idea of what this neighborhood's about and what we have in the vicinity. Easy access to Fort Myers and Naples, so it's kind of different because this area here, it's a nice community, big new community. Not new, but like, fancy, whatever, gated. Gated might be the best term. It's not fancy. Expensive, but not fancy. But it's located within an area that's pretty much, mobile home parks, quarries and commercial. So it's kind of an odd, definitely not, it's kind of odd for a community, but nonetheless, practical for sure. All right, check it out.